Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is SAP Analytics Cloud Learning series, and today I have come up with another topic, that is data actions in SAC. Among the many subscribers and viewers, they had commented on many other videos that, ma'am, could you please, you know, have a one tutorial related to how we can create a data actions in SAC and what is a data actions concept in SAC. Obviously, data actions is a crucial part of a planning feature in SAC, and it is necessary everyone understand what is data action, when it is required. It is easy to understand, how you can implement it. But the major part is when you should go for a data action, in which processes you think, okay, data action fits correctly. So this is very important to understand, and then while creating your or designing your project solution, you will understand, okay, for this business case scenario or this solution, we should go ahead with a data action. It is more flexible or convenient or more automated and reliable than everything doing manually. So let's continue with the data actions in SSE. In today's video, I will explain you what is data action, what are the different steps involved in data action, and then from the next video onwards, we will cover every step in a one video and try to execute a business scenario, creating a data action for that business scenario and end-to-end implementation. Okay. And before we start, I just wanted to make a take a moment to say a huge thank you to everyone who has supported the channel recently. Though it's been more than a month, I'm not posting any new content as I was busy with some my exam preparation and everything. Thank you so much supporting this, and I can saw many new subscribers are joining and they are liking the content. Thank you so much. So let's move ahead. So before we start, understand what is a data action. So you can say data action is nothing but an automation that we can implement in SAC, where the steps which we can be done manually, uh, we can automate that steps in a background, and there will be only one trigger on which you will click, and the steps in the background will get executed on planning data. So you can create data actions only on planning model, not analytical model. So this is only you can say a planning feature. Okay. And using the data action, you can manipulate the existing planning data, uh, version copying, version archiving. Then you want to allocate some data. Suppose there is a budget allocated, and you have to distribute that budget among the different departments. Then according to the head count, the budget must be distributed. So this allocation, this allocation can be done using a data action, copying data from like one version to other version. Okay, I have actuals in my planning model, I have to copy the current like existing actuals data to other forecast or budget version. So that's copying. Then there is advanced formula. With advanced formula, you can execute other processes using scripting. So for example, I have to add an inflation rate to my existing whatever values I inputted. So that calculation, or there is a calculation and logic or functional or business logic behind that profit should be calculated like this. So using advanced formula, I can execute that in background. Modifying data or adding some business logic in the background, that can be done using advanced formula. Uh, so this is what data action is. If you worked with the SQL databases, you know the concept of triggers. So data action is SAC is nothing like but that trigger only. It's like you create some store procedures and functions, then you call that procedures and functions in some of the triggers or somewhere, or you create a trigger. Okay, when data is added into table, this must be executed. So this is nothing but a trigger where we are converting the manual steps into a automation. A classic example, I will say, suppose I have a actuals version and I want to create a new version budget, and I want to copy the actual current, whatever data is there in the actual. So on the input form, what I can do is I will right click, I'll select the actual version, right click, copy version, and I will create a new version, then publish data. So these are two steps. First of all, right click, then copy version, then rename the new version, then done, then the data will be copied, then I have to publish. So these are, 1, 2, 3 steps. Now there is a one more criteria. I want to copy only particular financial year actuals, like 2025 actuals to 2025 budget. Then I have to filter that input table to 2025. So these are, number of steps that we are performing manually. Now suppose there is a business person who is not that technically capable of following these all steps and getting confused and frustrated with the system. If I give him a one single click where he can click and this copy will happen, like current actuals 2025 will be copied to the budget 2026. So this is nothing but a data action. On a single click this will happen. Every in the background everything will be done, and the on a user has to just click on that trigger and publish the data after reviewing the data. And even data action, you can select the option also, it will right away also publish, or you can publish it manually. We will see. So moving on to next. So there are different steps involved into a data action. And in a one data action you can define number of steps, different steps. Like first you can copy some data, then you can do some allocations, or you can do a embedded data action, then you can do any currency conversion also. Then you want to do some custom logic, then you can use the advanced formula step. So these are the major steps available in data action. First is a copy step, then there is a cross-model copy step, allocation step, embedded data action step, then convergence step, and advanced formula step. Now copy step. In the copy step, you copy one version of data to another version, and you can add different filters related to date and time, account, and entity. Okay, and the scope of this copy step is within a one model only. So on whichever model you are doing, so the copy steps scope is limited to one model. Okay. Now cross model copy step is when you want to copy data from one model to another model. This cross model copy step is most of the time used in archiving purposes. When you are archiving your existing planning data, then this can be used where you want to move your historical data archive into another model. Or there are some scenarios where you want to consolidate data. There are different, like HR data, then finance data, and other supply chain data. There are different models, and you want to agree copy some portion of the data and create some you can say stories and reporting. So copying data from one model to another model, then the cross model copy step can be used. Then the third is a allocation step, where based on the drivers you will do the distribution of the data. Then fourth is a embedded data action step. Suppose I have a data action and I want to include any other crucial data action into my current data action. So it's just like a linking any other data action into your existing data action. Here the limitation is, like suppose I'm creating a data action on a model A, then whatever embedded data action I'm trying to embed in this data action, it should be also based on model A. Okay, same model data actions. It's not like, okay, I'm creating a data action on a model B and I'm trying to embed a data action which is based on a model A. No, embedded data action, the scope is only within the same model. Then there is a convergence step. In the convergence step, you can do the currency conversion and unit conversion. I already created a video on the currency conversion data action. I will post that link into this video. You can, meanwhile, you can go through that. In that currency conversion data action, I have covered, from scratch to end-to-end implementation, like how you create a data action, then how you like enable that data action into story, how you execute that, and how you publish the data. So it's like a end-to-end scenario. So please refer that video. I will post link into this like tutorial link. So currency conversion step, we already covered it. Then there is a advanced formula step where you will be writing a script. It's like a combination of a, you can say, SQL and yeah, and it comes with the auto syntax suggestion and everything. We will understand this advanced formula step in detail. There are different steps involved. There are different solutions are available. Result lookup, then data, then member set, then delete step. I will cover this topic in detail in an advanced formula step. So these are the different steps. Then moving on to next. Then okay, this is the you can say the data action in SAC. Uh, you can say the uh, you can say data action, how you, when you try to create a data action, you name a data action, and in the scope you also select a model. So copy step, cross model copy step. So you click on a add step and every step will be added. So first, like copy step, cross model copy step, allocation step, embedded data action step, conversion step, and advanced formula step. And then you save this data action, and this data actions will be consumed in stories, analytical applications, and calendar tasks. So if you are planning using calendar workflow, in the calendar workflows also you can schedule and trigger this data actions. Okay. uh, I will try to cover how you can execute the data actions in calendar also. But before, we have to make another tutorial like what is calendar workflow in SSE. We will see how it goes. But we will cover this each step in detail. Uh, and yeah, this is all about data action. I hope this video is all about introducing or getting to this topic and understand. Once you start implementing it and doing it by yourself, practically implementing it, it makes more sense. And in the project scenarios, in whenever you are doing any planning scenarios, it is able, like it's very essential to understand which you can say solution fits here. So sometimes you will be using data actions, to execute or implement that business logic. Sometimes you have to go ahead with the existing model, calculated measures or existing story calculated measures. So both the way you can handle this. But for copying data from one model to model, or copying within model different versions, or allocation, uh, and some like business logic implementation, then it differs. But obviously for copy step, cross model copy step, like copy the data within different versions and copying between multiple models, you have to go with data action. There is no another way. Even for allocation step, you have to do with the data action. But conversion, like currency conversion, and some advanced formula step, like in advanced formula step, whatever formulas you are handle, you want to execute, you can execute using the calculated measures also. Currency conversion, you can also cover that using currency conversion measures in model, or currency conversion measures in stories. So it depends on volume of data you want to process. Obviously data action is faster when the volume is high, then obviously go for a data action and it will execute in background. There will not be no delay in loading of the story. So yeah, it depends on the use case you are trying to implement. So you have to choose wisely with which solution I want to proceed. That's all. In the next videos, we will cover this each and every step in detail. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you soon. Thank you.